Whoops. That was very interesting. My sound bite. You know, the music that plays when I'm waiting for it to start up kept minimizing on me when I was trying to close it. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a good week. I hope everybody had a very nice holiday, got to spend some time with family, friends, loved ones, or avoid them, depending on what your preference was. It was really nice. It was a nice holiday, capped off with a little bit of travel for me for work. Went out to Tennessee. It was freezing cold. It snowed. It was very interesting that it decided to do that during that visit. But hope y'all are doing well. Got lots to talk about, catch up on, etc. Let me get into the hellos. Hey Marco, how you doing? Hey Mick, how are you? Joe, good to see you. Mick, I already said hi to you. And Kathleen, Dwayne, what's up? Dwayne L. Cap, how you doing? We got the mods in the house tonight. You guys make sure you give your mods love. They do a great job helping me out in the chat for sure. But it's been really busy. It's been an interesting week, and I can't remember. Did I cancel last week? I think I had to cancel because I'm like, man, I'm looking at the table and I feel like there is a ton of stuff to share with you guys here in a little bit. We're going to do that in a little while. We're not quite ready for that just yet. But I feel, oh, I almost forgot. Almost forgot this guy over here chilling over here. Pick that up on sale. I do think I feel like I showed this one off, but I actually meant to carry that today. I totally forgot about it. That's the disadvantage to hooking it on that side versus this side is it gets a little lost in there. How's everyone doing? Are y'all doing good? Tell me what y'all are carrying today. Also, I'm curious, anybody pick up anything good on sale? There was some interesting stuff on sale. I keep bumping the table. I see the whole monitor shaking. Or is that because it's near the wall? No, it's just because I'm shaking the table. There was definitely some interesting sales happening. Couldn't pick up everything. I think we probably all can relate to that, but I was able to pick up some stuff for sure. I think there's still some holiday sales going on, if I recall correctly. I think there's if I remember right, I'm just going to take a peek real quick before I go over there. There's a Cyber Week sale happening at Blade HQ. There is some Bokers on sale, Chavez on sale over there. Civivi, We, and Sincut have some sales going on for the holidays still. Kaiser still got some really interesting sales, especially if you've been trying to hold out for a premium Militao. I think they're doing them like 10% off, which is pretty good considering it's still a relatively new knife that's in demand. Some Leatherman stuff on sale. They got some interesting stuff that's going to be coming in soon. I actually pre-ordered one that I've been waiting for forever, it feels like. And then, yeah, Kaiser. I don't think I saw anything going on still at Vosteed. Explore holiday gifts. I don't know that that's necessarily a sale. Could be. You guys will have to let me know when we go over there in a little bit. And the one Tenable that I've been trying to chase still sold out. I think they got some in, and then I think I missed the opportunity to pick them up. But anyway. Oh, Slice by Price, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by tonight. Let me know what you guys are carrying in your pockets today. Drop your pocket dumps in the chat, and I'll read them out to everyone. Angelo, how are you? Good to see you. Hope y'all are doing well.
Hello there.
It's a new month, is it not? I think it is a new month. Yeah, December 5th. We're in a new month already. Whew, my shirt is sliding all over the place. You guys, uh, you guys want me to start in on what is in new this week? We'll probably start with the pass round. And if you guys want to start there, do you want me to start with a new box that came in? There is something fuzzy on my camera. What in the world? It's like staticky. Sorry, I know I'm plugging. There we go. I got it. Um, I got something in. I got a couple things in that are like hot off the press that I haven't had an opportunity to spend any time with just yet, and that's partly because I just got home yesterday. So some of the stuff was waiting for me to open and check it out, and then I got a box here on the floor that I want to open. So depending on what you guys want to do, where you want to start, um, we'll go with that. The other thing that I want to mention as well, if you didn't know, there's another run of the Devo Stout. It is only available at Traditional Pocket Knives, so definitely hit up my link if you're interested in it. And then you can try to use one of the codes, but I don't think the codes are available. I think they're priced as low as they can afford to have them priced. But really cool variants. We'll take a look at them here in a minute as well. All right, we got a pocket dump in the chat. Starting out with Dwayne, it looks like he has the Kaiser Lat-Vid Mini, or Vind Mini. Oh, somebody deleted their message. I don't know if that was a pocket check or not. But actually, let's take a look at the. Let's take a look at, because I want to see. I can't remember all the variants. I hope you guys don't mind. Let's see what the new stouts look like. Oh wow, there's more of them than I realized. Yeah, 190. Oh no, that's not right. Okay, so 375. I believe they're, what are they? Vanex titanium. So I don't know. You can try um, JD for EDC, and you can try JD10. They may work. I don't remember seeing a code for them. I like that watermelon sugar. That is really sweet. We got the 80s, these typical 80s. Carbon belt satin. Vanex super clean. So there's part of the reason for the price. I also think these are manufactured by Best Tech. Yeah, manufactured by Best Tech. Best Tech is definitely a premium maker for sure. But let's look at I want to look at it laid out. I like the orange aluminum. Is that aluminum? It's got to be because you can't do orange tight anodized. Let's see here. Whoop. Joe's got the Acaso Strategy Fair Monster Aurora Rays. I still haven't gotten to check that one out. And Phoenix LD30. Nice dump there, man. Nice carry. I like the micro milling that they added on here. You guys know I love some camo carbon. They do some really good colors, and I think they honestly pushed fat carbon to evolve a little bit because they added some more percentage of color into their camo carbon. I mean, into their fat carbon. And you got a belt satin hollow ground blade. You know that belt satin is very expensive to do. Oh, they updated to the new clip. Okay, nice. Yeah, that looks really good. Really, really good. All right, let's check out the watermelon sugar and then we'll get into the new knives if you guys are interested in that. Oh, did we not go back far enough? There we go. I want to check out the watermelon sugar. I really think this is a really nice looking color combo here with the pink and the green. And I like that they did black hardware and the black bolster with the aluminum pivot collar in pink. Why isn't it moving? There we go. I think that's really nice the way that it's almost like a tux, the way that they did this one. This looks really, really nice. They did a good job with this. I love the colors that Austin over there at Traditional Pocket Knives picks out. Um, I think they're really nice looking. B Shady, what is up, my man? How you doing tonight?
Hello there.
Hey, Owen. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. He has the Remet. What was it? Let me go back. Remet WD 107 Premium and the Vosteed Martin. How you liking your Martin? And that's a really nice Remet. Are you enjoying your Martin? That's so cool. Is that done by Camo Carbon as well? Oh, I see. I'm going too slow. Wow, that looks when it's not glowing, That is totally murdered out. The only shiny thing on it is the blade's edge. That looks really good. I don't know if Austin was able to make it tonight, but man, just a really good job picking out the color combos. There's no more pictures to look at, JD. I'm just a clicking away. No, so that is fat carbon. That is not camo carbon. So camo carbon for the first two, fat carbon for this one. Are there other colors? No. Why did it look like there was more? Did some sell out? Or did he just not list them all? Am I, is it because he, oh, I thought it was another color, but I think it's just the glow matter. So it's just these righties and then lefty versions. Okay, I'm with it. I got it now. I am caught up. B Shady working and lurking. Thank you, man. I appreciate the support. I know the live stream doesn't always work for everybody the time that I do them, but it's the best slot that I can manage for now. I'm hoping in the not too distant future, maybe next year, we'll incorporate a weekend live stream. I just got to figure out what time I can do those, what that'll look like, and make sure that I, don't sacrifice any time with the misses. Let's see. Let's see. Is that what it was? Yeah, it's just that glow matter and lefty. Yep. So it is three versions out there. But if you're interested in them, definitely use your boy's link. It helps the channel for sure. It is affiliate link, and you can try the codes. I I apologize. I don't remember looking back if the codes work or not. They may not. But let's see here. Well, you guys have not said what you prefer. So I'm going to start with what's on the table in new this week. You let me know what you think about them. That's one of the things that I like to do is give you guys a sneak peek. All this stuff, because I just got home last night from my business trip, I haven't had any time to spend with them. There are two that I have experienced before in a different version. So I'm a little familiar, and then I have no idea what's going to be in the box that will open here in a little bit. And then to the left of the table is going to be everything that I picked up during the sale. So there's quite a few that are here on the sale. And actually, there's two things here that were sent to me to check out by some folks that I work with regularly that I love my relationships with them. So I'm thankful that they let me check them out. All right, so first is the Nolichucky. Nolichucky. I was like, what is it called? I've experienced the Nolichucky before, but it was not with the bone. What's wrong with? Oh, there it goes. So this one here has got the bone, and the bone adds quite a bit of thickness to it. But I love the size of this, and the blade shape on here is really nice as well. I don't know that I would give up the Lusahachi for this, but this one's brand new. I did test out the edge today on a lunch break, and really nice, very thin and slicey. Needs to be broken a little bit more though. That one's not quite broken in. And then the only other Rosecraft that I have in here is the Sweet Water Creek, and that one also with the bone. Very interesting to check these out with the bone. They are super, super chunky for sure with the bone on there. It adds some serious girth to it. I think they probably couldn't get the girth down anymore, but as you can see, I can just get 4 fingers on there, and it's got a nice Wharncliffe blade shape on there to be used with that. So those are the only two modern traditionals. The walk and talk on this one's really good. It feels like that one was perhaps messed with more. I'm not sure. Hey, Stacy, how you doing this evening? I hope you're doing good.
Hello there.
Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with us tonight. Yes, yes, Kathleen. I completely agree. It definitely adds some thickness to it. I like both models, to be honest with you, but I probably would not go with the bone. I would probably go with the wood. I would like to see them start to work with some micarta. I don't know if they do a lot of that, I've seen a few models. I think it's like a polished micarta, if I remember right. Keep me honest. I'd like to see a little bit more of that because they had a really a really nice gray and a nice green, I think it was. I really liked the way that that looked a ton. Big Hams made it tonight, my man. I hope you had a good holiday. I hope those that you joined late, I hope you all had a good holiday.
Hello there.
Hope you enjoyed time with your family, friends, loved one. Got to eat some good food. The other one, we've seen the Loki before, but this is a updated version with the frag. This is another, this kind of reminds me of the Wee Hyphen. It is small, but I can easily get four fingers on there. It's very comfortable. It's a nice lightweight knife considering it's a titanium frame lock, but it's a nice size. It's not too big. Works really well. I love the stonewash on there. I believe this is S35EN. That says Loki JD. Yeah, S35EN. Stonewashed, really beautiful frag, and they chamfered it around the edges, so very, very comfortable. I'm definitely interested in spending some time with this one. I think the Loki that I reviewed before was just plain Jane Blue Anno, and I think the review for it was pretty good, but I really like this one, and I love the frag pattern on here, and that it kind of gives like a faux bolster. That came out really nice. And I like the bronze with the black. It's really nice looking. So glad to check that one out. The other one that came in the past round, I got a couple artisans. This one, I believe it's the Home. You guys let me know. I'm sure you probably have seen this one reviewed already. But you got a nice G10 here. Kind of looks like a tree trunk, sort of. I don't know what else to call that, or like a bark pattern. This one here, again, I did a little bit of cutting with this one already, just messing around with it, and it is really slicey. I don't know if they've done something with their RPM9 since talking with Laren Thomas, but it could just be the blade geometry on this. It is a button lock, and it does have a locking system on it so that you can lock it out if you're going to hard use it. So they're adding an element of safety to the plunge lock to alleviate concerns from people that have said they don't trust to use this like hard use. It would just be for EDC. So that locking mechanism locks the knife out and gives it some more stability. Now, I wouldn't go batoning with this, but I do like that. I don't know that I love the lanyard on the back, but that's what it came with, so no big deal. But good ergos. Obviously, it's pill shaped, so just very neutral. And it does have a crown spine on the back. I think that's a nice touch. Looks nice. Full length fuller. That fuller does work, by the way. You can grab that. And button lock, I would say, is like 5.5 out of 10. It's good, but it's not like a heavy, and especially after dealing with these top liner locks. And then I think this is the Chloe, and this one is just a little too small for me, guys. Chloe has a very nice look to it. Is this the S90V? I think this one was S90V. Yeah, S90V, which Artisan's doing a fantastic job with their S90V. I've had a lot of experience with their S90V. Great edge retention, especially really thin geometry. Another button lock, though. The one thing that I do like about these, they are trying to give me the space here with the larger hand, but I can only go up to the first knuckle-ish. And I still feel like, and it could just be because it's such a thin geometry, it just feels a little sharp for me. But it's hard for me to grip onto this because the height of it is not quite there. But good button lock, feels really good on this one. This one feels very well tuned. No lock on it, but pretty cool. Oh, I'm missing some stuff here. Let me go back. I missed a lot of stuff. Let's see. Big Ham said, anyone know where to find some Wee Banter scales? I would probably try Etsy, and then perhaps you could try Flytanium, Original Goat. You could check with Applied Weapon Techs, Rip's Garage. There's a couple that I follow on Instagram, but I'm kind of blanking right now on their names for some reason. But I feel like I've seen banter scales somewhere. Awesome, Big Hams. I love to hear it. Glad that you enjoyed your holiday, man. I definitely enjoyed being with my family. It was a lot of it was good to have the downtime and to hang out with them and eat some, food that I normally probably wouldn't chow down on, but it was nice. Ponds lurking and listening, swapping a kitchen sink faucet. Good luck with that, my man. I hope it goes smoothly for you, and thanks for listening while you're doing that. I appreciate that. That's awesome of you. Stacy says if anyone else wants stickers to please email her. Stacy, if you ever want to send your stickers in for me to include with giveaway items, let definitely do that. I'd appreciate it. Joe's going to go eat dinner. Come join us back after you eat, Joe, if we're still on and there's time. Mick says, heads up, Kaviso had some beautiful penguins on sale for 109 and LMAX. Super clean. Are those the regular size or the plus? Good price either way. I'm just curious for the size. Am I missing anybody? Jim's in the house. Good evening, Jim. Good to see you, my friend.
Hello there.
Glad you made it. Hope you enjoyed your holiday. That's why I'm having a hard time reading. I got a bad angle on my laptop. I have the home and I like the newer versions, and they even have one in S90V in titanium. So is the one the RPM 9 version one here, is that an older version, Mick? I didn't realize they had newer ones. Or is this the new version of an older one? Maybe I have it backwards. Big Ham says I got the Banter in wood S35EN for 56, which is a fantastic price. In the Battle Box Black Friday deal. You know what? I'm catching up. Owen's giving me a pocket check. Got the Remet WD 107 premium version. I think I read this earlier, didn't I, Owen? And the Vosteed Martin. There you go, Big Hams. Yep, Unlock Composites. That's a good one too. I like their scales. I think they're a little bit of a smaller company, so I don't know if they keep them in stock. Jim said had an awesome last few days. Got the Rosecraft Lick Creek Loom Fixer. Is that a fixie? Jack Wolf Midnight Jack Fixed EDC, CDC Hanson Warncliffe XL QSP Hedgehog, all in a bunch. Oh, okay. So you got all that together. Nice. Is your mailing address and your beacon list, JD? Just shoot me an email. I'll give you the mailing address if I've never sent you anything before. Probably didn't save it even if I did. Just ping me on my email, and I'll shoot you my mailing address and just send whatever you would like over. I definitely would include it in the giveaways. I actually have a pile of stickers up here from stuff that I've unboxed at this table that I need to take down and put in my box that I keep the stickers for giveaway in. I do keep a few sometimes. Where's my book is way back there. I have a book that I use to write out to help keep myself organized when I'm working on videos and stuff, and it's covered in stickers. And my old laptop that I used to try to edit on, God, that was brutal, has a ton of stickers on it as well. Applied Weapon Tech. Man, there's another one on there. Hold on. Pond's got the Ozark. I won't forget you, Big Hams. Ozark Grail Orange Wugout, the Mystery Steel Ozark Trail, and the O-Knife U1 Titanium version utility. Nice. Good stuff, Ponds. Kaiser Towser K and Sarpe Bright Blades Fox Baby Core in pink. That's an interesting combo you got going on, Stace. Let's see. Anesso hanging out, lurking, still trying to get work stuff done. All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys even lurking. Because I know that you don't have to do that. Let's see if we can help our boy Big Hams real quick. Let me go over to Instagram off screen share real quick and just see if I can find in my profile. How would I find that? You could try Nathan Knives. I know he makes scales. See, right out the gate. Do you follow Nathan Knives? Let me throw it in the chat. Throw it in the chat as we're going. At Nathan's Knives 88 on Instagram at Big Hams. Why did I add? He's not here. I added his name. Louie, what's going on? Ron's in the house. What is going on? All right, you know what? We got a bunch of people in here now. Let's go ahead and give some away. Let's give some away. All right, that's right. I did the sound effect for myself. Sean got a membership. Welcome back, my friend. Miguel EDC, welcome back, my friend. G-Ball got a membership. Welcome back, my friend. Miller 86 and Crewware is the best. Welcome back. I think all of you are returning members. So thank you. Appreciate it. Thank me for you. Let's see here. Let's see, Camps. If by oh, I lost the chat by doing that. I was clicking on something to see if it would show up. Ground Fog, hello. Art Company. That reminds me, I probably need to finish sharing some stuff, but let me see if by any chance if it'll show up in my feed. All right, that's Rip's Garage. We already talked about them. I mean, a couple of scale makers popped up. Oh, did you try Jay Dizzle? Jay Dizzle will probably make it for you depending on what it is that you want. Now, there is a weight with Jay Dizzle, but I believe because it's a flat scale type, he probably can do that for you. I think the only challenge with the Wii is the way that it's notched in the pivot to keep it captive. So he can do it, but I think that does present a little bit of a challenge if I remember correctly, because I had him make one for me in the past. Man, I wish it would show up. I tell you what, Big Hams, I will, if I see it in my feed of who it is, there's a couple, there's two of them I can't think of that I know that are in here, but if I see it in my feed, I'll share it with you. That's Finch. Ooh, what is that? Let me share my screen. Check this out, guys. Finch, Wood Ape, and Nightmare. This is the limited edition Finch Undertakers. I didn't know this was out here. Hey, Trouble Bunny, how you doing? Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Good to see you guys. I feel like we haven't talked to quite a few of you guys in a little bit. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Let's see here. Well, let me stop because I don't know what all is gonna pop up in my feed. Yeah, there's some 49er stuff and stuff that y'all probably are not interested in. And some more 49er stuff. Original Goat, which we already said. KB and Kubi Knife. All right. Well, I'm not seeing it, but Big Hams, if I see it pop up, I will. I'll shoot it over to you, the other names. I mean, we got lucky with a few, but two of them I'd already recommended. I'm just scrolling just to see. Oh, the Civivi's got a new fixed blade. Check this out. The Timberbark fixed blade. Looks like it could be a good EDC size. Less than 7 inches, 3.2-inch blade. Pretty thin blade stock. Or are they working with? What are they working with? Oh, 14C28N. It says it in the comments. That's not a bad little blade shape either. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the little buddy that I have. But anyway, let's get back to it. Let me pop this chat back up here so I can keep up with you guys. Aniso, they have no chance. There's too many factors involved with them to hit it. Um, CMC is out. I think we're down to our last running back. So anyway, Jay Dizzle, what's up, brother? I was just talking about you. Were your ears burning? Too many factors, man. They're just out. They're just gonna have to pay Purdy, regroup for next year. They need to get a couple linemen, and then they just need to go ahead and move off of Debo. He hasn't done anything in like 3 years for the team. Go ahead and trade him. Try to get some draft picks or something, man. They gotta do something. I was stalking shows for a while. Well, I appreciate you stalking, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Louis, I got a Kaiser Original XL today. Nice. And I swear I saw a switchblade with my button lock raccoon. Oh, I can switchblade with my button lock raccoon. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I misread that at first. My apologies. Just got home from work. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you popping in. Did I miss something though? You're saying no. Did I miss something? I don't know. I must have missed something. Oh, what's good? Gotcha. Mick says Amazon has a cool Epinel number 8 limited edition Nature Series three knife set. Sorry, my mouse was covering a little bit there when I was trying to scroll back up. They're not going to. They're not going to. They're going to try to keep him healthy to trade him. Watch. All right, so I do. Let me finish this last one. We'll open it together. Shout out to EDC with DBD. If you don't know his channel, definitely check him out. I am going to use one of my own knives. I'm going to use this one to get into the box. I don't think there's anything on the bottom. So let's see together what has come in that we can check out. I have no idea what's in here. It came in today. I thought it would be fun to open this together on the live stream. You guys can see what's in this box. He has taped the heck out of this box. Oops. His paper label is loose. I'm going to tell EDC with DVD about these thermal printers, or at least to tape them. All right, I'm into the box. Let me put this knife down for safety. All right, so there's 3 knives in here. Four knives in here. So let me pull the knives out of the box. This will make it a little bit easier for me to negotiate, but we got 4 here. Looks like we got a couple fixed blades possibly, and then we look like we got a couple of folders from Kaiser in the pass around to review. So this one was ripped. You all are my witness. Sometimes that happens with the pass round. These boxes can be a challenge to get into, but damn, that one is a ripped. You guys are my witness for sure. Let me get off this page. Let me go back here. I keep the popped out chat up so that I can try to keep up with you. Yes, Miranda, and definitely use your boy's link if you're gonna go check that out. Where's Miranda's comment down here? I was talking about this a little bit earlier, Miranda, and they're beautiful. I love the water. I think the watermelon sugar is actually my favorite. Oh my gosh, it is. This is too funny. I didn't know this was in this pass around. Is this the? Oh, it doesn't say what the blade steel is. Does it say it on the box? That's ripped. Okay, so this is the 154 CM version of the Muskrat that is coming in via the pass around. It's too funny because the knife that I picked up on sale is the D2 version of the Muskrat. So I picked one up because they were running the sale here recently. And then the 154 CM static wash version came in. I do like the coating on the D2 a little bit here, but I've been carrying this one as a neck knife, and it's a great neck knife. I get 3.5 fingers on it. I've used this a bunch. I've been opening packages and stuff with it. It came with the Kydex sheath. I legit have been carrying this like a neck knife. No kidding. This is how I've been carrying it. So this came in via the pass around. There will be a review coming if there isn't already one out there for this one. I'm going to try to put the, oops, I put it on upside down. The cover back on there. I'm going to put that back in here. I do like that 154 CM version, but this one was super cheap during the holiday sale. So I'm going to put that back in the box. I'll probably include it with those Rosecraft knives in like a rapid review style. Do like 5 at the same time. All right, let's see what this other one is. Okay, this is a smolt. I must have wanted to check out the folding knives because I feel like I've checked a smolt out as well. Or maybe this is a different version of the smolt. Oh, it is. Okay. So that might have also been part of it. Both of these are different versions in mine. This one is in 3V and it is blacked out with white G10 inlays. I think I like the Muskrat a little bit better for a neck knife for me, but I can get 3.5 fingers on there. I do like the ergos a little bit better on the Muskrat, but this would be a good fixed blade EDC for sure. Jim has the S35VN Muskrat. Nice. Nice. I would take any of them. I think all of them are great. I think for me, for a neck knife, I know Jim had mentioned that he had a little bit of an issue, but I feel like this would be easy to combat off. Probably still be scary to experience almost getting checked by the cord. But let's see what these two folding knives are. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure why I signed up for these. I think just because they're the different version. I've checked all of these out before. So these are going to all probably be in the same rapid reviews. This is a updated version of the Kaiser Task. I love that red. That thing pops. Golf ball pattern on it. The ooh, G10 on it is too nice. Don't think you can. Yeah, you can reverse flick it, but you got to use the studs. 4-finger knife, nice ergos on it, a little sharp right there. A little sharp right there, nice. Ron's asking if anyone's picking up the new Golden Design Slim knife. I think that's a nice looking one too. Golden Design has some nice looking designs. I'm struggling because this piece of tape is keeping me from putting this back in the package. So we got the Task in. This will be the last knife in the pass around, and then we'll jump into the stuff that I picked up. Big box ham, bento big box ham. I'm not sure. Oh, someone was asking Miranda a question. Never mind. I'm with you. All right, come on now, get in there. I like that these thin boxes don't take up as much space, but they're a little bit harder to negotiate. And I definitely have experienced this one before, I believe. Not these versions. Nope, not this version either. This is, I think this is this a Ray Laconico design? Nitro V. Oh yeah, it says it right on the back. Ray Laconico. So this is the Yorkie I like the Yorkie for like a generic, affordable EDC for medium to large hands. For me, it is a three finger knife to grip onto it. But if you have small, medium hands, this is a really good EDC for something affordable. You can it flexes all over the place for EDC, for carrying it out, whatever. It's really nice for that. This is kind of bouncing all over the place and hitting the table, but I love the Muskrat. I know a couple of you have said that you got it during that holiday sale. It was a no-brainer. I love the way that they did the G10 on there. That came out really nice. I like that. Just a really, really good EDC. See, on mine it says the D2 on it, which is why maybe I missed it on the other one. So that one, those I'm gonna hang this back up. Those I'll probably give them their dedicated review. I like the models enough to go back to them to see if I like them. All right. I apologize if any of these are repeats, guys. On the holiday sale for 29 bucks, I definitely listed it out there. Picked up the CJRB Pyrite Lite. If you guys didn't, or if you don't follow or you missed their communication, they actually now have a Pyrite Alt Large Light. So if you felt like this was too small for you, which I think this is a perfect EDC, if you're using it like this, even if you choke back, I hang off a little bit, so it's a really great size. The steel liners that reinforce on the FRN are really good. They feel stable, they feel solid, if you didn't see my review. So I really like this one. The RPM 9 I think is outstanding for that money. And the button lock's good, right? It's a good button lock. It's not the best I've ever felt, but it's far from being bad. So I like that a lot. It was 29 bucks. Picked that up on the holiday sale. Apologize again if I repeated that one. Yeah, that's a scary feeling, man. I think that if that got hung up on something or somebody pulled it, I think it would break away pretty easy. It doesn't feel like it's super strong, but you never know. Big Ham says Rex 45 over any steel. Um, for me, I'd probably go with Van X. If I had a one and done steel that I could use and I wouldn't be able to have anything else, I would go with the Van X for me personally. Yorkie versus Vosteed Corgi. I would probably go with the Corgi just because the Corgi I can actually get all four fingers on and the Yorkie I can't. Um, but that would probably be like the deciding factor, I guess. All right, I think I caught up. I'm sorry if I missed any comments. If I missed anything that you were asking while I was talking, just drop it back down in there for me again, and I'll come over there and see if I can read comments. Looks like you guys are talking to each other. So Big Ham's got the DLC Applied Weapon Tech, and it's amazing. You guys are still talking about that same knife. Gotcha. All right, so another one that I picked up when it was on sale um, is the Vault. And the main reason that I sold the other one is because I wanted the uncoated blade for the 14C28N and the black micarta. But since I knew that I liked it, I wanted to wait for it to go on sale. But I really like this one. It was on sale for like 60 or 65. To me, QSP has the best crossbar lock as far as detent's concerned. It is the strongest. So I really like that a lot. I can also choke back or move back and get all four fingers on there still. And then it has a nice choke point to choke up in between the first and the second knuckle. I don't think you'll be able to see on camera, but I have just enough. I just squeaked past it. So I really like this one. I do like to keep a couple of budget knives in my inventory just to use and abuse, to try to preserve some of my premium stuff a little bit. And you probably saw that, I've been using the heck out of the Pyrite Light. That wear and tear is not going to show up as much on the Vault. And then just a reminder, when we get through these last few, I have a couple things I wanted to bounce off you guys and talk with you about just to see where you're at, what your thoughts are on it. One of them, one of the topics I think I've already kind of committed to as far as what I want to do on the channel a little bit different, but we'll talk about that here in a second. Finally picked up a Supercell. I knew that I wanted to check one of these out. I don't usually go for budget steel on premium handle materials often. So when this was on sale during the recent Kubi event, I had to grab it. And you guys, this here is probably tied with the Fractus as one of my favorite KC designs. So, or Tempest designs. I know he designs under his badge, but it came with a really solid detent, very good tune on it. Fit and finish is really good. And I'll tell you, a lot of companies do a good job with their 14C28N, but Kubi's is really noticeably different. I pushed it like I do all other 14C28N, and it's not super controlled, the test that I'm doing. It's catalog paper, cardboard, some denim, and a little bit of catalog paper for the video presentation, and then any cutting that I do in between. But this is super comfortable. It is not too large where I feel like if you had smaller hands, you wouldn't like this one. I love the inset liner lock on this. They did a good job with the flipper tab. I think the opening hole is awesome. I have a little bit of a hard time getting to the opening slot. I said hole, but it's a slot with my thumb. So really, for me, it's just flipper tab and reverse flick. But tied with the Fractus for my favorite design, I think I actually like the Ergos a little bit better on this one. So if he could talk Kubi into doing an S90V version of the Supercell, I'd probably upgrade to that one. I think it would also be really cool since it's an inset liner lock, that if he could do the titanium and maybe, I don't have any of my Devos, but like Devo does with their inset liners, do one with some fat carbons and or camo carbons. That would be really cool. I think they would do well with this being a premium version, and they do that with a lot of their knives, so it wouldn't be uncommon or unheard of for them to, with the Supercell, if it does well, to do a premium version of it, especially if they get enough feedback for it. So I like that one. You need to get you some, man. Everybody should have a little bit of Vanix in their inventory. They got that brand new Stout V2 out there. You can use your boy's link and go pick one up. Yes, I love the Supercell. I'm really enjoying it, Anissa. Really, really enjoying it. Stout V2. Yep, solid knife. Very, very solid. All right, I only have a couple left to show you guys. So since we're doing the Kubis, I finally, with the sale happening, picked up the Mangennis designed Momentum. I wanted to go with the flamed Anno. I didn't have anything in the inventory with the flamed Anno still, but I just really like the constant curve design on this one, the big belly on it, harpoon and landing pad on it. Good weight for this too. I think this is really like under 4 ounces for an all titanium frame lock knife, and a little bit light on my particular version on the detent tune. So when I did the disassembly video on this, which has not been edited for posting yet, I did tune it up slightly. I just did a slight tune on it, and that really helped make the detent feel a little bit more crispy. But I really like this one. I'm glad I finally picked one up. It was never a high priority on mine, but I did really always kind of kept one eye on it, and I was like, ooh, they're doing a sale. That's the best time to pick stuff like this up for me. All right, and then I apologize if I showed this last week, but with Arcform closing out, rip, sad to hear that. Always sad to see a knife maker go, under. This was, at the price point, and it is I think it's a Riat. No, it's a Bestech made knife. Really nice knife for the money. I picked up the Theory with the frost on there, but I really like it. Do I see Knives Fast up there? Of course, Knives Fast came because I was talking about the Supercell. He had to come in here and pop up. Where are you at, Knives Fast? I just passed you. Or just wait until there might be some premium collaboration designs coming. Am I reading your mind? Is that something you were really planning? That's too funny. Um, all right, Big Hams, have a good evening. I see you leaving. Hopefully, I didn't miss you. But I really like this a ton. Almost to the point where I kind of don't regret not getting it sooner. But at that price point, I'm really kind of glad that I waited. But I've carried this a ton since I picked it up. And the last one is coming from, oh, actually, I'm sorry, I lied. I got one more after this to share with you. But this one from Austin at Traditional Pocket Knives, got them over at QSP to do a hollow ground spear point hedgehog, and it is gorgeous. Wow, wow, wow. That came out really good. I'm so glad that he works on collab stuff and exclusive stuff. I like a lot of the things that he is able to get manufacturers to do, but you got S90V. There are a couple of these hedgehogs with carbon fiber, and then you have the bone, I think. No, what did he call it? Jigged? This is the jigged titanium. I think the other one is crosscut or something to that effect. But I really like this. It's going to give my original hedgehog a run for the money that I had modded. But the last thing is the Quick Draw XL from Art Company. This is, even though it's an XL, make no doubt about it, this is a small companion carry loadout. Here you can see I have the mini Big Idea Design Titanium, mini Pineapple, and then Kaiser Nice Guy in there. So that is how I load that one out, and I just drop it in the left pocket opposite of where I clip my knife. So that was the last thing that I truly had to show you guys. Gonna be a while though. That's okay. All good things come to those who wait. But I picked one up during the sale with my own money to support our boy and his designs. But definitely tied with the Fractus is my favorite Tempest design for sure. And he has a lot of good ones. Don't get me wrong, but me personally, as far as how I vibe with them, this one in the Fractus definitely tied up there. I think if this was a premium version though, and you did something similar to what I mentioned earlier, oof, that would be tough. Because I think I like the way that the pocket clip, just being simple titanium all the way out to the top, reversible, and not having a little ball in the back, I think gives it a slight edge maybe for me. I'd have to get the Fractus back in hand to see. But I love the Micro Million. Just an outstanding design, man. Just you continue to evolve, and I really like it. I don't think my Supercell video is out there yet. I think I need to edit it a little bit, but definitely I would encourage you to check it out, Casey, when it comes out, and see what I have to say. All right, that is everything that I wanted to go through as far as what has come in this week. Kevin Smith and Knives, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. That spear point is just so perfect. It's perfect tip to tail. Beautiful. I agree in this though. I think for sure it is my favorite hedgehog. I still really like the other one that I had, Satu Dave mod. Man, it just looks so good. He nailed the mod for me, and I really like that a ton. I would definitely say the spear point's 1, and that hedgehog's probably 2. Lusahachi would be 3 of the ones that I have. That would be my top 3. For sure, for sure. Harpoon-shaped blade is my favorite, Louis says. I have too many to have a favorite. I have too many to have a favorite, man. What I will say, I don't like recurves. Those, especially a recurved Tonto, never do anything for me aesthetically. I just don't like them. I understand their purpose and what they do, but Aniso, you can talk with us. I'm sure you're more than capable of multitasking. All right, so subjects. All right, first thing that I kind of wanted to talk to you about, just to get your insight and your input on, I wanted to see what you guys thought about creators that invest in resources to grow the channel. I'm not going to elaborate too much into what I mean about that, but they're paying to have the exposure to their channel grow more quickly, whether that be through research, a little bit of help from a company to help them combat the YouTube algorithm. What do you think about that? Me personally, I've grown it organically. I've had a lot of fun creating the content. I've really cherished the relationships that I've built with the people that come out and support and or comment and support, even if you're not coming to the live stream. So for me, it's more fun that way to have those relationships. I work hard at the content, and I love the fact that there's some growth. I just knocked the heck out of that. Um, I'm still getting used to this setup, if you can't tell. I don't even know where this was originally, but hopefully yeah, it looks like the audio is still good. So for me, I think I'd probably continue to go along that path. I don't know that I want to pay anybody to grow the channel. I love when the other creators chat in the group that we have together and they talk about this and that and what they're doing to grow the channel. But I don't know that I'm comfortable with paying. So I'm just curious to see what you guys are thinking about that subject and if you've seen anything like that in the community for us. Um, for me, Anisso, I think it's people that like the size and scale of the Ohio River Jack probably aren't going to go for the Hedgehog only because it's a beefier knife, and I talk about that actually when I do the review. So that'll be coming out soon. It will be bumped because I do want to help promote for Austin because I like the knife and also because I like Austin. But I think like they serve such a different purpose that I don't know that they would. Probably a little bit, but I don't know that it would be at a great scale, if that makes sense. Louis says, really liking the Pyrite Large with the copper scales, S90V. 150 bucks is a fantastic price for the materials. I could not agree more. Hey, Kevin C., how you doing? Glad you could stop by.
Hello there.
That's for everybody that I missed that came in late. And this says, no, totally distracted. Yeah, yeah, Persian. Yep, Jim. That's another good one. I'm not a subtle Persian. I'm okay with a really subtle Persian. I'm okay with depending on how it's done, but typically on the regular, no. How do those new guys grow so freaking fast? Well, Kevin, just like talking in general. So one of the things that you'll see as a creator, there's these I don't know what the acronym stands for, but they're like SEOs, and they email and they're like, if you're interested in our service, we can help you. We'll analyze your channel and help it grow. And I think part of what they're doing is they're artificially inflating subscription to combat the YouTube algorithm. So the YouTube algorithm uses that as part. The other part is view time, view length, like view time, view length. So how many videos they watch and how long they watch the video, I guess is the better way to describe that. And then interaction, right? Comments and liking. And if you go in and you're using links, it keeps track of all of that. And the more that you do that, the more it helps the channel, right? The more it'll grow. The other thing that really helps the channel is if the creator hits on something really hot, really popular, and it blows up, right? Like the video takes off, a format that they do and how they present takes off. From my personal observation, is what I have seen that really helps the channel grow. But these SEOs for creators that maybe can't do that naturally find ways to do it artificially to try to, again, pretty much beat the algorithm and get out there to get more subscriptions. The way that you can kind of tell from what I understand is you'll see someone, they'll have, let's say, 10, 15, 20,000 subscribers. but they only have like 40 views on their videos when you go back and you're looking through the videos. When you have that many subscribers, you should have hundreds of views, not 20, 30, 40 views. So that 20 to 30 to 40 views are probably real subscribers that are watching versus just these accounts that are out there that exist solely for inflating the subscription to try to get the channel, pushed out in the algorithm. Now, those artificial subscribers or subscriptions, if they are able to beat the algorithm, they will generate some subscribers because you're going to see this video, you're going to see the subscriber count. It's going to be on something that the algorithm thinks that you're interested in. You're going to watch it. And if the content's good, you may be able to get and retain a subscriber, but you're running an awfully risky thing because YouTube has stuff in place to combat this and delete those artificial subscriptions and things like that. So it's a really risky thing that you got to do. I'm with you, Top Dog. I don't know that I would pay solely with the intent to grow the channel. Now, if there were services you could pay for, like a streaming software, and you're paying for that to simplify the experience for you because maybe you're not able to or don't have the time to learn how to use the software to do that, I'm okay with stuff like that. But just straight, I know that we're saying paying for subscriptions, but I think it's a little bit more that they're doing. I'm not willing to do that. I'm old school. I want to put in the work, and I really enjoy doing the content and building relationships organically as we go. So I really enjoy doing that. Louis says, no Persian blades for me. I think so too. For me personally, Mick, I think we're on the same page in agreement. But I'm kind of curious to see if anybody feels the other way. B Shitty says he agrees on that. Hey, John, good to see you. Thanks for joining and hanging out. I'm catching up. I'm falling behind on chat. I'm gonna try to catch up.
Hello there.
Top Dog says I have seen it. Yeah, and if you see someone go from, you know, hundreds of subscribers to 10 to 20,000 subscribers in a really short amount of time, that's not typically common. And again, the tell on that is going to be how many views their videos are getting. If they're getting less than hundreds of views and they've grown from hundreds to thousands, they definitely did something somewhere that's trying to beat the system or trying to grow quickly by count. So got no problem with researching how to play the algorithm at all. Makers paying creators for reviewing their knives and buying views is a no. I agree, man. I agree. Some of them have grown fast by doing random vertical live stream YouTube, and you can tell the difference on Stacy from the artificial versus the natural, or the true blow ups, because you can tell by the views on their videos. Whether you're shorts um, versus subs, you can kind of tell. You can tell when it's real versus when it is not. Like a great example is Neve's Knives. Whether you like his channel or not, whether you like him or not, his growth was definitely 100% legit because you could see the views on his videos increased dramatically along with the growth of his channel. So you could tell that seemingly looked legit. I don't know of a way that you can do both and not be legit. Kevin got an 80s carbon fiber Fenrir yesterday. Finally found one I wanted. Nice, man. Let me know. Have you got it in hand? Are you liking that one? That's one that's always kind of I kept an eye on, but I'm kind of waiting for like the same thing that I did with the Cubies, waiting for a sale for that one. Yeah, and it, I mean, not. I know what you're saying, the organic piece of it, but it may not always necessarily be slow, right? I think there's going to be peaks and valleys. I think there's times where certain content, certain videos, certain things that are being reviewed or part of the videos will help. And then other times you might go through a lull and you're just hitting on some stuff that maybe isn't as grabby for attention. What you end up with is bot subs to the channel. Yeah, that summarizes it to a T there, top dog. I got to be honest. I think the best way to grow your channel is giveaways. Just ask Oprah. A lot of people will turn out for giveaways. You are not wrong, Mick. You are not wrong. I think my favorite part has been, I think this last year doing these live streams. I think that has been my favorite. I've done some verticals. For me, it's hard to find time where I can sit down and do them a little bit more organically. I have found that sometimes I'm doing them trying to make the time, but I end up kind of multitasking outside with the dog or something that may distract me. But I think some people actually like that. Jay Dizzle, my boy, says, nope, not a fan. Just buying subs from China bots. Yeah, yeah, not up for that. And I think that's what these companies that are offering them have found a way to do that. And I think that's why they're, back in business, so to speak. Casey, yep, I do. I do. And I think you and I see eye to eye on that as well. So with Casey here, I will talk about the other piece of it. So the other piece of it that is interesting to me is actually, and there's a segment of in which that I would want to do this. So it is reacting live to other videos. I don't know why I did it like that, but it's reacting live to other videos. So I would go live or record myself live reacting to a video that I'm watching. And here's how I see doing that for me with my channel and my brand. If it's a knife that I already reviewed or a product, let's just say a product that I've already reviewed, probably not going to do a recording of myself reacting to someone else's review of that. And let me back up. The first thing I want to say is I would give credit and linked to that person's video because this is a genre that exists outside. Like this already happens with gaming, with tech. This already exists. This has been done for a couple of years now, if not, 3 or 4 years. So not yet prominent in our, neck of the woods, but it exists. Having said that, going back to it, I would probably not want to react to reviews of stuff that I've already done unless two things. One, there is a strong contrast of opinion, how I feel versus how that other creator feels. So again, crediting the creator and the channel, which I think can bring recognition to some channels potentially. And then two would be if it's product that I'm not able to purchase and get in myself due to budget constraints and or I don't have a relationship yet with that manufacturer. So a key one for me would be Winter Blades. Not big enough or popular enough or don't have the relationship enough yet with Brian to get anything from Winter Blade in on the channel, and I can't afford $400 a pop for a knife. So what I would probably do is record watching the video, which I'm doing already, and then pause to maybe comment or add some commentary or react. It wouldn't just be me sitting here the entire time watching the video, but just chiming in, commenting, just kind of adding my own spin to it. But again, crediting the original creator for the review. But now I have a video where I'm compounding and adding my thoughts on top of that. So I want to do it. I'm probably going to do it. I'm probably going to start with some other creators that have said, yep, that's done in other parts of the industry, I'm good with it. And other creators who are like, yeah, I don't really care. They can do that as long as I'm getting credit for it. Now, if there's creators that are like, I'm not comfortable with that and I don't want you doing that, I wouldn't do it to their channel, right? I would want it to be organic and I would want to be able to reciprocate. So if I'm getting some stuff in that other creators that I haven't gotten, I would encourage them to do the same, right? Watch the video, critique my review and or comment on things that I brought up in my review, or whatever. But I think it would be an interesting way to be able to get to some stuff that I can't organically get to, or maybe not agree with the review or something like that. So that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about because that came up. And I do like an aspect of that piece of it, the live reaction. I'm seeing I'm falling way behind here, so I'm going to try and catch up. You guys are funny. I'm just reading through the comments, make sure I'm not missing anything. 10,000 subs in a month, and your channel is not nearly as good as others. Something fishy to me. Yeah, that's probably another way. Kevin brings up a good point. You could probably really tell if the content is not anything that is stand out from what you have seen, or maybe not even on par with what you've seen from other creators. That's probably another tell right there. I still think with the views as well. Perhaps overstated on my part, but they do have alternate versions of almost every app and site and heavily blocked. Arguable how Tiki Tack is about what it's called, in my opinion. KDK has grown by random vertical live streams for sure. And okay, so this is a general conversation, so I'm not trying to pick on anybody or pick at anyone in particular. I know Everyday City Carry does the shorts and really focuses on those, and Everyday Minimalist, same. Like that's the background that they've come from, and that's how they've been able to grow the channel. So views on long form content are not always the tell. But I'm definitely not picking on anybody. I'm actually focusing on a process. So I just want to make sure, because I don't want anyone going from this live stream going to be like, JD's talking about you. I am not talking about anybody. I'm talking about the process that exists and want to get your feedback on your thoughts about it, which I'm not surprised by a lot of the response that I've seen. I just haven't seen anybody's like, yeah, I think everything's fair game. I just like when channels are organic, are authentic. I don't care how many subs they have. I'm with you on that. I definitely feel like you connect with the person that's on the other end of the camera. Yeah, it won't. They can continue to buy the subs, but they're not going to. If they think that's going to make them any sort of money or make them famous, or I don't know what the other alternative is or means for that, but I agree with that. Mick says only support genuine knife YouTubers who are tight knit and simple. Crazy Roach, what's going on, man?
Hello there.
You're coming into some hot and heavy topic tonight. Yeah. That I do remember that was the video. I couldn't remember the video, Jay Dizzle, so thanks for mentioning that. But you could tell because subscription went up, but views went up. Not as sharply. Like subscriptions went like this, and then views kind of like this. So it was like this and this. So you could see that there were more views happening, but not all of his videos were picking up more views. It was brought attention to the channel, and then what did they want to watch as a result of that? But there's enough spike on some of the views that you could tell what was going on. Man, I'd love to. It's always a knife I've been interested in checking out, and the way that I have felt about the Havern and the oh shoot, what was the other one? The Hinterland. I really like those, and I think they did a good job on your practice. So I've been really happy with it. Story time. Story time's the magic. A tenable Fenrir. There's that tenable the the bomber, but I want the G Mascus one, and it's still sold out. But I want to check that one out. It looks super interesting to me. Um, let's see. Nice job, Pons. Kudos to you. Kudos to you for getting that done. No leaks, all worked out, man. That's awesome. That's not an easy job, too. You got to get all contorted under the sink and stuff. Nice work, man. And this just says, be back shortly. I'm probably way, way behind. Let's see here. Pound sand. Yeah, I'm not giving them no money for nothing, man. Um, our chat that we have where everybody talks about stuff is what I use, and then I'll go watch the videos myself on things that you can do. I mean, that's how I learned how to use OBS, which I'm using today for the live stream. It's how I learned how to use DaVinci Resolve to edit my videos and do a little bit more with them than I can do on a phone. I've enjoyed it, and I acquired a skill set and knowledge base that I would not have had otherwise. And I find that to be true with like working on cars, working with things at the house. There's so much out there on YouTube that is sincerely helpful that have really, really helped me. I mean, when I share those videos about the car video installs, backup camera installs, that's like a basic skill set that you can transfer over to any vehicle that you might be looking into how to do that. And it's a skill set that I picked up because I couldn't afford to get it done somewhere. So I had to learn how to do it. So I share. Like, I hope it helps, even, a few hundred people would be great. Who has really bought subs? I can say, Stacy, that I have not bought subs. I can say it was not me. Unless I'm watching a movie with my wife, I watch you guys. My wife is a trooper and watches with me, but she many is reading. LOL. Oh, she's probably reading while you're watching. I got you. I got you. Okay. I got you. Yeah. Is he crediting the creators when he's doing that? That feels a little lazy, if I'm honest. And that might be a controversial opinion. But just to put other creators' videos on a live stream and just let it play, where's the work that you're putting in to get the views for that? As a creator, I guess I feel a different way about it. Maybe it's more helpful for viewers to be able to just tune in one place and watch all of them back to back like that and just let them play. But he's getting credit for the views of the 100 or so or 1,000 or so people that are watching that, and he's just giving one credit back. You know what I'm saying? It's just him watching directly those channels, but it may be that hundreds of people are tuning in to watch his live stream. So he's getting more credit than he's giving in that example. Hopefully that makes sense what I'm saying there. Yeah, I mean, then it could be that they're legit, but again, I go back to the fact that I think you can tell by the regular views. I would say my original statement on the long form being low might not be the only way. It could be you need to check out their shorts, because shorts is Everyday City Carry, Everyday Minimalist have absolutely grown with nothing but shorts, but you will see that effort on their long form content. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one a week, one a month, where's a long form, and then they're going to do lives and verticals hardcore. Like, that's their bread and butter. You don't usually see, you know what I mean? You don't usually see one without the other, and not have some sort of benefit in watch time. Have not heard that saying in a long time, KC. All right, I got to catch up a little bit. Keep telling you, JD, if you want some bangers to review, hit me up. I do need to. Let me get caught up on the ones that I got here. It's been a little tough with holidays. I've had some family stuff I had to deal with before that, and then I had to travel for work last week. I just got back home last night, so I'm a little behind on some of the content. My goal is this weekend I'm gonna try to hit all that, get caught up, so I can get the stuff out of here. And I know that you've extended the offer. I'm really appreciative of it. Alexa, stop. Really appreciative of it. I definitely want to take you up on it, man, because it really helps, and you got some real bangers that I'd love to just be able to check out for sure. All right, let's see here. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you stopping by this evening. Hope you're doing
Hello
well.
there.
Just talking about some stuff that I had on my mind, and I haven't gotten to talk with you all in a little while. So, I'm really glad that all of you chose to came out tonight. All right, let's see here. No, not at all. Did I miss something? Oh, don't go as many channels as you used to. It's been hard. My watch time is down a little bit. I've fallen behind a little bit because I've been busy and I've had to focus my spare time and energy to my content. It's been harder to go out and watch other people's, but I try to go to their lives to make up for it. So um, that's a random number texting me. Fair. That is very fair. I don't know if Crazy was laughing at you or something else, but that is fair. Want me to pick on them, JD? Pick on who are we picking on? Well, I appreciate that, Jay Dizzle. I appreciate that. I love you, boy. You're my brother from another mother on the other coast. Yeah, and that's why I was saying like I think when I initially went into this, I was talking to long form, but it's very valid that but it would be that their short content, they would be punching out two or three a day. Like if you look at Everyday City Carry, Everyday Minimalist, I mean they pump out shorts. So they're working and working to get that growth. So it's not going to be on the long form content, but you're going to see they're going to have thousands of views on that short form content, man. Thousands. Short form is the new age way of consuming content, right? Not as many people in the younger generations are watching that long form. Some still do, and some of it's out of necessity, and some of it is out of common interest. But a lot of folks, for entertainment purposes, watch them shorts. I am guilty of that. I watch shorts for funny stuff, just like funny little quick things to watch and go on to the next one. So I do that for some downtime when I have a minute and I'm on my phone. So me too, Mick. Me too. I definitely like that a lot. Why are there 8 different knives called the Fenrir? Is it really? Or are you just being silly? The Damascus Fenrir. I want that Damascus bomber. You guys know which one I'm talking about? Yeah, it's red and black pawns. You're probably commenting on the knife that I'm already talking about. I'm getting close to caught up. Thank goodness. I was really far behind there for a minute. For me, I watch as many channels regardless of subscription accounts, and I depend heavily upon them for honest reviews. Now, that's another good point, John. My hope, I do try to, if I like a knife company, I try to look at more from them because they've built trust and confidence with me. meaning I trust they're going to build a or produce a quality product that I can be confident in recommending. Even like, when it's a small knife, like I feel real confident with Artisan. I've had a couple of their knives for a really long time. So this Chloe, even though it's just way too small for me, I tell people like if you have small or medium hands and you like this design and you're interested in it and you may be wanting to spend money, it's a quality piece. And I could talk a little bit about how it cut. I can tell you a little bit about how the detent and the action on it are. I will just say that it's too small for me and it's not for me, but I like it. It's well done and there's a lot of good with it. But I can tell you, even before getting to that review, it's just too small. I wouldn't be able to carry that. Adversely, though, I know people are like, you just always talking about it's not big knives. The Nice Guy is a great example of a small knife that's going to work for small to large hands, and it's because of the way they did that Ford choil. That Ford choil, you see how far away that sharpened edge is? Also, a lot of sharpening life, but very comfortable. It's got good height to it and it's got good thickness. I really like this. This is a great summer companion carry, fifth pocket, pouch knife, organizer knife, drop it in your pocket, whatever. Like that's a great one. I think the Nice Guy still, I think, yeah, I think it's still my favorite small knife right now, and it's affordable. I think that's awesome. Let's see. Kelly says, I don't think there's a right or fair. I don't think it's right or fair that some so-called creators are stealing other people's work. Maybe harsh to make their channels get views or subs. Now, Kelly, are you talking specifically about just letting it play and not really any other interaction? Um, or is this comment based on the fact that I want to do this, but I intend to fully like the beginning? I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna pick on Casey since he's here. I'd be like, we're gonna be watching this video from Knives Fast, the presenter Casey over there. If you like what you're seeing here today as I commentate on it, his link will be down in the description below. And then proceed to go into, he got to look at a winter blade, which I couldn't. I might watch it, comment, be like, that's interesting. I wish he would have done this, blah, blah, blah. Are you just against it entirely or one way or the other? Just curious to see I mean, I'm going to do it. And if they bomb and they don't do well and creators come back and tell me you need to stop it, I'll stop. Like, I don't want to piss anybody off, but I think it'd be a cool way to look at some stuff that I may not be able to get in myself and just watch and comment and share kind of my thoughts in case anybody wanted to know what I was thinking. Maybe people don't want to know what I'm thinking, and that's perfectly fine. Oh no. Oh no. I'm reading the comment in silence. You can every time she adds on to it. Oh no. So let me try reading it out loud. So we all have different likes, and I changed most of who I watch due to some being mean to others. That was the first oh no. Naming names, the oh no, and spreading lies about others. Oh no. To me, those are not people who care about other people. I think that is astute, a very astute and accurate statement, and I agree completely with Stacy there. And you know what I would also like to do? Maybe I don't just do because I'm using the example of like a premium knife, the Winter Blade, but I have seen channels like Stacy's and the Knight's Edge that have done budget models that I can't go chasing after because they add up really quick. You get, 5 or 10, you're investing a lot of money in those, and they're harder to move along. Most of the time, I end up not being able to move them along, and I'll add them to things that I'm already doing giveaways for. But I'm taking a loss, 100% loss in that example, um, because I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like I have to still, I don't have unlimited funds. I think even large channels don't have unlimited funds, and I think they rely heavily on the generosity of manufacturers and creators that send stuff in for review, which is fantastic and it's a win for everybody. But on the other end of the spectrum, maybe I'll watch a video from Stacy on something maybe that a woman likes. Maybe it's not even a budget knife. Maybe it's something that is pink or purple and small and very easy to carry, very nice ergonomically, very friendly detent for someone that is a female. To me, it would be interesting to watch that and react to it and credit Stacy for her video and show where her channel is, and maybe I help her get a couple subscribers. I don't know. I don't think I have any sort of pool of anything. I always tell people, if you enjoy the content, you can subscribe. Like, I make them aware, I guess is the easiest way to say it. And if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I mean, I understand people don't vibe with me. Look at my subscriber count compared to other channels. I mean, I totally understand that. So just another way of kind of thinking about it. The thing is, I had subscribed to his channel, and now I have stopped watching his vids, and really need to unsubscribe because I don't like that crap. Kelly, did I miss who you're talking about? You don't have to say who it is. I'm just wondering if I miss. I like people that seem to be more down to earth. Some of the people are just wanting to keep up with the Joneses. Type of that type of thing that bugs me, or have a lot of gimmicks, and that gets old. I probably missed it. You don't have to share if you're not trying to call anybody out. I was just making sure I didn't miss it. And if so, Everyday Minimalist also has that crossover with lifestyle. Yeah, that is a good point. Like, that is another valid point about his stuff. In my opinion, rather than being a pure EDC channel, it's almost a different genre. Yeah, yeah, it's a lifestyle for sure. I would agree with that 100%. 100%. To me, I love EDC. I love folding knives. I love sharing that stuff with you. I also love discovering local businesses like our company. I really love that owner and the relationship I've had with them, and it's been very supportive. Same thing with Austin over at Traditional Pocket Knives. That engages me more because of the relationship that I've built with that particular person. And sometimes it's just, are you vibing, right? That helps. Common interest is another thing. But I also I want to share other things that I'm interested in, and it may not always be knife related. Like, I'd like some tech stuff. That's why sometimes I'll throw in some earbuds or something like that. I do have a couple of Bluetooth speakers that I like, that I use outdoors in the garage when we go to the beach, stuff like that, where I want to be able to share the music that I'm listening to with, like, family or friends or whatever. And when I enjoy a product, I like recommending it. So there's going to be some other things that I want to be doing on the channel too that aren't necessarily EDC related, but to Nessa's point, it's more lifestyle type stuff, I guess. Kinda. Abandoned is strongly worded. Oh, Kelly, abandon him with his bots. All right, I'm trying to scroll for. No, you didn't, KC. Kelly, like me, I absolutely love D Rocket Loom Leaf. I picked up the size, the shape, feel, detent, but absolutely adore oh, abhor the clip and how it is finished and how it fits in the hand. I took it off and tossed it in the box. Okay. If I missed your response, Kelly, to my question, I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up, but I'm trying not to go too fast where I missed something. Abhor. And this was pointing out all the strong words tonight. Capturing and using someone else's hard work and letting it play in a playlist just to get the views. Okay, so we're on the same page, I think. Nissa says, I think if you give credit and add sufficient amount of your own personal input, then that would be under fair use and just ethically acceptable. I would 100% always give the credit. In the beginning, it might be a little awkward because I'm going to be, and maybe I do a few recorded and I don't publish them until I feel like I found a flow. But I think it would be a really interesting way to do that. Um, Maybe it sticks and maybe it doesn't, but it has piqued my curiosity because I have seen it. I've seen it in the gaming sphere. I have two gamers in the house, and sometimes we like similar things, sometimes we don't. But I have seen. All right, so here's an instance of where it was used. There's this game that they play, and they're constantly releasing new characters, and it's a way to keep you playing. And sometimes you spend to pull the characters, spend money to buy um, the currency. Is that the right word? The currency that they use to pull, so it's a little bit pay to play. All right, so they'll this guy will run through and be like, here's my top 10 and why. The person watching the top 10 will be like, number one, absolutely agree with. Number two, I don't agree with at all. Number two, I think should be his number three. I can't believe in his top 10 he didn't include JD. I'm making it up now at this point. He put Casey in his top 10 instead of JD. I think JD should have been in his top 10. Here's why. So, kind of, he's using the content to create his content, but he's using it in a way that I think is actually interesting and adds value because it's giving that person who watched it, hey, here's this video who he created it. This is why he's listing out his top 10 and why. And here's why I agree with some of his picks, but here's why I think these other picks are more valuable. Because I think that then gives the person information to say, I agree with person A, and I would do his top 10 exactly. And person B is like, yeah, I like the substitutions, blah, 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 blah. So that's just in my head. I'm like, interesting. Is it applicable here? Because a lot of people are like, five really cool knives, five knives under 50. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you could pick that up and be like, I would have substitute number three with this. I think this is a better value and why, but I like one and two, and I like four and five. But three I would have replaced. Or maybe I like one and two, but I would have made it one and four, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't want to go too deep into the weeds because I hear myself. But hopefully that makes sense. If they do a review of the person video or comparison or something that's different, just taking it and using it without giving credit is, yeah. I definitely wouldn't do it without the credit. Makes sense, Stacy. If you can do anything to help, let me know. I don't think that was geared to me. I'd be curious to know if that format ends up being more work for your editor. I will share that when I actually do that. So I'm going to get caught up. Then I got to let Jay Dizzle know if there's anything of his that I want to check out. I'm pretty sure there's stuff from Jay Dizzle I want to check out. And then I need to find a window and pick some videos that I want to test this out on. And I think I'd probably do the top 10 or top 5 and or here 5 for 50 here. You know what I'm saying? I probably would start there. And then I also would deliberately want to find some smaller channels just to bring them in, take a look at something that they have that I don't necessarily have gotten a chance to look at, and just kind of talk about what I'm seeing, what they're presenting, the interests, and even the stuff that I don't maybe necessarily agree with. That's fair. And I'm talking about a video um, creating front. There's many, 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 many ways to do it for sure. I like purple too. I'm not picking on purple. I was using it as an example. Oh my gosh, I just realized what time it is. I'm running over and I hope I'm not stepping on anyone's toes. I got completely out of hand with buying budget knives, and then I had to make myself make myself a rule not to anymore. Lord have mercy, I got tongue twisted on that for some reason. She's talking about the same person you're talking about, JD. LOL. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to name names because I don't like to call people out. I was just more curious to see what the feel was about it. But anyway, live stream of 49ers game. I don't want to get sued by the NFL. for copyrights. But I will say I thought about on my personal channel also doing this, reacting to talking heads that are commenting about stuff that I just absolutely get annoyed with, man. I just absolutely, I think sometimes they have a take, and then when their take turns out not to be right, and then there's any little thing over here that they could possibly use to try to say I was right all along, like, oh, that just grinds my gears, man. Anyway, I totally missed whatever you and Kathleen and Stacy both are talking about, but probably somebody I don't follow. God, I hope I didn't do any. No, mm-mm. This is just how I converse and talk with people. So hopefully I didn't offend you. Also, what do you think about a channel saying they are live and going to sleep in another room for 5 hours while just showing the table? Did someone really do that? Get out. Oh, all right, Casey. Thanks for stopping in. That was at 7:35. I have definitely missed Casey. Well, I'm glad he came and hung out and got to see. Oh, yeah, Kathleen. That's some Twitch gaming streamer nonsense right there. What did Kathleen say? Separate situation than the current conversation, but refers to people that care. I missed something. Yeah, I'm not trying to get anyone to call anyone out, and I'm not trying to call anyone out. I wanted to talk about the topic, right? That was what I was most interested in. Hopefully that conveyed, guys. Hopefully I didn't ruffle any feathers. I just want to follow or give to anyone that does that type of thing. I respect the content creators too much, and I'm not going to tell anybody who they should or shouldn't support. But I think it's important too also to bring awareness to that, because I think sometimes you may just be enjoying something and maybe you don't even realize that's what has happened. Um, anyway, that's just my take on it. And again, I don't know that I'm right or wrong. Maybe anything and everything is fair game. Like, right, you get ahead however you can get ahead. Um, but for me, I don't know. Something about it gives me a little bit of heartburn, I guess. All right, I'm jumping down a little bit. One of my favorite knives is my purple sheepdog. Is that the crossbar lock one? That's a really good one. Many NFL channels I'll follow just watch the game on the side, sort of their own play calls and fan reactions, not showing the game. All right, NFL channels I follow just watch the game on the side, so they're not broadcasting it, and sort of do their own play calls and fan reactions, but they're not showing the game. I got what you're saying now, I think. Hopefully I got that right. All right, somebody did do that where they just showed the table while sleeping. Why? I don't know that I could ever do that. Okay, that brings up an interesting point though, Kathleen, so thank you for that. I normally, right, this is how I normally do my live streams. I'd normally just bring it up here and show that here, and I feel like the camera does a good enough job showing the clarity. Actually, that's a little bright now that I see it. Let me turn it down a little bit. You guys can still see my face. But I feel like the camera can pick it up good enough to give you guys really good depth and detail. But I noticed that some channels do show it as a tabletop option. So my question is, do you have a preference, or does it really not matter long as you can see, you know what I'm saying? You can see the quality and the detail. I did make sure that this camera, I know it's an affordable brand with good reviews, and it does have some capability. It's got a Sony sensor for focusing in there, so it has some capability, but it may perform better tabletop. So that's my question: is this good? Do you feel like you get what you need from it, so that it allows me to just use that one source? Or would you guys like to see everything that I have laid out here in a tabletop format? Excuse me. I've been talking too long. That's what's going on. And I could set that up fairly easily over here to the side to do that. I'm just curious if you guys have a preference, and I probably will put that question out on a poll, so that you can answer. You don't have to necessarily do that. And so you probably already have the technology available to do overlays for scores and timeouts and stuff. I would just need to learn how. I need to learn how to use that in a live scenario. So I know how to put stuff like that together and edit it all together. Almost thought about like if the computer could keep up with it, doing like when I do the screen share, I can record like this and then show you guys me editing a video so you could see it one time. I almost thought about doing that, but I don't want it to be a how-to, and I worry that people would tune into that trying to learn how to do it and be like, "You didn't go over this. How did you do that?" Da, da, da. Like it would just be showing how to do it. Chef Rocky, what is up? Are you saying you got the Jetstream in hand? Are you admiring my supercell, my Tempest designed supercell here? Is it focusing on the hat? No, there we go. Is that what you are? Is that what you're calling the Jetstream? I mean, I definitely feel like I do that. No problems there on this end. Like I said, I'm gonna do the live reacting thing. It's gonna look like this. This is what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be me on the side, and we're gonna be watching the video, and we're gonna be talking about what we're seeing on the video, and me reacting to it and commenting on it and posting it. Um, so it'll be coming. There's not gonna be a ton of them done because I have way too many other videos to do for content that I actually have that's here. I think this just backed out on me. JD, as long as you can show the definition of the knife, it's fine with me, however you want to show it. I feel like this does a pretty good job. I do battle a little bit with the lighting sometimes, depending on daylight savings and whatnot, but um, I'll put a poll out there just to see what people like. Whatever would make your stream more fun, honestly. If it's too stressful and ultimately takes away from you being able to keep the stream as is. Are you talking about just the view? Just the view? All right. It's a little bit past when I normally run these, and I need to go eat and then come back and I need to start recording for all the stuff over on this side, the pass around stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up so I can try to get these videos recorded and done. And if Lefty has a live tonight, I'll come over and say hey to you guys and talk with you a little bit more. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the good conversation tonight. It was really fun and insightful. I appreciate when you guys engage with me and hear me out and humor me and talk about, the stuff that I have on my mind. And of course, I enjoy talking about anything and everything that you guys want to bring up as well. I do plan to have my live stream next week. The week after that will be my week of vacation. I'm doing it leading up to before Christmas. So I may do random lives. It may not necessarily be like the dedicated Thursday live. I also will be doing some giveaways in the coming weeks. I got some stuff I've actually accumulated over here for giveaways to say thank you to you guys and just something to give you at end of the year towards the holidays as, again, a way to say thank you for all the support and hanging out and having fun with me. I appreciate it. I'm out of here. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe. Love you guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.